A very good morning. This is Hugo here. And yesterday we had an amazing Facebook Live, right? Where we answered a question of one of our friends. She is going to present to an audience very soon. And she asked, Hugo, do you have any quick tips that we can bring home, that she can bring home to improve her presentation? And we share with her 5 killer tips on if you apply them, it will dramatically improve your presentation, your public speaking, and your teaching. And when we reposted that video, a friend of ours, Dr. Billy of Dental Genesis Alliance, DGA, if you're watching this, Billy, thanks for sharing your 6th tip. We asked if he has a 6th tip to share. Personally, Dr. Billy has been speaking around as well. So he did have some experience speaking to an audience. And his 6th tip is, you got to practice, right? You got to get on stage as often as possible. You got to invest the time, the money, the energy on it, which I totally agree. Because as the saying goes, repetition is the mother of skill. And if you are not good at something, chances are you have not practiced that enough. You have not invested enough hours into it. Previously, I've been running a telemarketing company quite some years back, and there are always new marketers, right? Telemarketers that says that, the script doesn't work, no one responds to them, and then we ask them how many calls have they made. Surprisingly, they always answer, I've only made like 1 call, I just make a call just now, or I've made like 3 calls. You know what? No one knows whether something works or not until you have tried for 10 to 20 times. And there is a fine reason for it. And practice being one of it. Secondly, you have not internalized the skill enough. If you have been reading from the script for the first, second, or third time, most likely you are still sounding like a machine, right? You are like a robot spitting out word after word. And your audience feel that. They feel like that is not coming from you, that is coming from a script. So, yeah, that's telemarketing. But the same thing applies here in public speaking. And today we want to talk to you about 3 components, a framework of super confidence, where you can bring back home and evaluate where do you stand in these 3 components. So this is actually something that my mentor shared with me, and today I would like for you to have it. So do follow me and I will show you the framework of super confidence. So here it goes. There are 3 components, 3 circles, and this is the place where we want to be, where these 3 circles actually intersect. And when it does, we will be at our peak performance in teaching, in public speaking. We will be connecting with our audience. We will be delivering our message, getting our message through. And we will be in a state of such certainty and confidence that the audience can feel it. They feel that whatever that you deliver is genuine. Whatever that you deliver is with such conviction that they actually buy it. So here are the 3 things. Number 1 would be what Dr. Billy mentioned yesterday. Let me draw a dumbbell over here. So this is a dumbbell. When you go to the gym to work out, usually your personal trainer would tell you that this is how many reps you need to do, how many curls you need to do, how many push-ups you need to do, how many sit-ups you need to do. It's all about the reps, right? Because like what we mentioned, repetition is the mother of skill. Chances are you have not practiced enough. If you want to get good at public speaking, let me ask you, how many times have you presented on a stage? How many times have you presented in different locations? Personally, for me, the first time I presented in a shopping mall, the feeling is totally different from presenting in a room of audience. It's different. The atmosphere is different. What is demanded of you is different. And what type of public speaking have you done is different. Whether you're doing it to inform an audience, to inspire an audience, or to actually pitch your products and services. All of this demand a different skill set okay? A different skill set and probably even a different mindset, okay? So this is repetition. And one of the most important things that you want to remember is, first thing is, how many times have you done this? Secondly, you want to think, how many times do you do it correctly? Just like working out in your gym, right? Your trainer will tell you it's not about how many reps you do sometimes. It is about how many reps you do it correctly. Some people have the right script, have the right method, have the right mentor, but they do it half-heartedly. You know, anything you do half-heartedly just doesn't cut it, right? It is better that you do 2-3 times properly than you do 20-30 times half-heartedly. The 2-3 times will yield you the results that you want, that the 30 times cannot. So this sums up our first components, which is the rep. You want to make sure it's right, and you want to make sure you do it as many times as possible, right? Okay. The second component that we have here, I'm sure you can guess it. You want to make sure that you have the right skill. Do you have the right skill set? Okay, here's the thing about skill set. Like what I've shared just now, there are many different types of public speaking. There are many different angles. There are many different locations. There are many different duration that is being allowed for you to present. There are also many different types of audiences that you will be facing and appealing to. Do you have the right knowledge through experience, through research, study, observation? And most importantly, this is something that many people miss out. Do you have a mentor? To get good at anything in life, the shortcut that you're looking for is a mentor that have been there and done that. So do you have that? If you want to get good at baking, you will want to search for a mentor that is good at baking, right? Someone that you know has proven track record, that you have actually tasted whatever that he or she bakes, and you know that that is of good quality and good stuff. He or she is someone that you want to emulate. Okay. Same thing with public speaking. Whatever that you're presenting or selling, do you have someone in your industry that you admire, that you feel that he or she knows the ropes of the industry? If yes, you should probably seek out that person. Okay? You need a mentor. Okay. So this is your skill, as we mentioned. Do you have the right knowledge, experience, and mentor? And thirdly, how do you get confident? This is probably the most important one that brings together all of this, right? I'm drawing a light bulb. And the third component is your state. How many times before you go on stage, your legs are shaky, you are all sweaty, you are forgetting your lines because you are not in your peak performance state? Many of you who have known me for some time knows that I'm big in performance psychology, I'm big in NLP, I'm big in persuasion and influence, because for me, all these are key skills, right? These are the skills that helps me to program and condition my mindset. If my mind is set, the stage is set. Okay? So the first person you need to persuade, convince, and influence is yourself. In NLP, we have a method called anchoring, where we tap or program ourselves. Whenever we do a certain action, we can get into the peak performance state that we want, a state of certainty and confidence in what we are delivering. So there are also plenty of other methods out there, right? Whether it's through hypnosis, whether it's through having a power move, whether it's through live realignment. A lot of things that we do here in our company too, right? Where we help people to find their why, we help people to find their strengths, their purpose, and what are the key internal drivers that drives them to high energy and high motivation. Okay, so this sums up our sharing for today. The 3 things that you need to become more confident: your reps, your skill, and your state. Each of these, rate yourself from 1 to 5. Where do you stand in terms of practice? Are you at number 1, the lowest, or are you at number 5 now? If you realize you are number 1, number 2, or number 3, you should really think, do you have any opportunities to present? If yes, it's time for you to volunteer. Speak in that meeting. Speak in that networking event. Volunteer yourself to be a speaker. Promote yourself to be a speaker in order to get more training experiences. Okay? Skill set. As you know, find a mentor. Okay? The state. If you are looking for more information on how you can get into your best state, do drop us a message. We'll be happy to answer you in the next training video. Okay? So that's all we're sharing for today. Remember, when your voice and vision in the inside is louder and clearer and more certain than the noise and norms on the outside, that is when you begin to master your life, right? That is when you begin to become truly confident. So that's all we're sharing for today. I hope you get value out of this. Do follow us on Instagram and Facebook for more such videos. And as always, if you have a question, just direct message us. If we find it relevant, we will share the answers on the following week video. Okay? So this is Hugo Tan. Take care and be confident.